Let's try this again. Hello, students. This is a way for you to learn how to quickly get into a Google Meet with your teacher through your Google Classroom. So in the cloud, you'll click on Google Classroom. You'll be looking for this Meet link that should be in the Google Classroom if you're in the correct one. Your teacher might be creating a special classroom, or they might be using an existing one, but you'll know you're in the right one if you have a meeting link up in this little area right here. You no longer need to look for that in email. Just make sure you check your schedule to know you're there at the right date and time. So we'll go ahead and click on it. You might get prompted the very first time to turn on your microphone and turn on your speakers. Please make sure you allow those pop-ups when they happen. Once you do that one time, you won't, have to do it again. So you're going to hear just a little bit of noise when I first join in because I am being the student and the teacher. So there's going to be a little feedback here, but you can see that Mrs. Mackey is in the call. So I'm going to join in. I'm going to mute myself. So we're going to pretend that one of these is me, the teacher, and the other two are students. And obviously there could be lots of different students in this situation. So if it's your turn to talk, you will undo this. And that way you'll be the one who is talking. And then when you're not talking, make sure you mute yourself. So up here is this grid extension, and it might be hiding up here. So you're going to want to take a look at that. That's going to allow you to see everybody in class. So if it's like this, if it has a line through it, you're actually not seeing everybody that's in class. So you're going to want to make sure that you have some things checked here. Show the participants in the video, include yourself, enable the grid, and then turn it on so that there's multiple people right there. Okay, so that's how you use the grid view, off and on. Okay, so you'll want to get familiar with that. Muting yourself, get familiar with that. Okay, and then I'm going to show you what might happen when your teacher decides to share their screen. So let's say the teacher decides to show you how to do a math problem or wants you to look at something. You'll see that it's taking over the screen and it becomes one of the grids. Well, now I want you to imagine that there were 30 of you. This would be really tiny, right? And it would be very hard for you to see. So what you're going to do is turn the grid off so that it becomes larger, okay? And then that way you're able to see what the teacher is talking about. You can still hear other students and all that stuff, okay? But you have to make sure that you are able to see whatever the content is. And then if the teacher says, okay, I'm done sharing, then you can just reactivate the grid view and see everybody who is involved. Okay, so those are just some things that you're going to want to get familiar with. Also, to hang up a call and be done, you hang up right here to leave. Okay, if we couldn't see you or you didn't want your face to be seen, you could turn your camera off and you would just be a little icon. That's a choice. Obviously, then you turn it back on if you want to be seen. Okay, your camera off doesn't mean that your audio is necessarily off. So hopefully this video serves you well in understanding how to do this. I'm going to end the call. And then I'm just going to go back over to here just to remind you that this is the place where you will find the link to join a Google Meet with a particular teacher in their Google Classroom. And I would recommend watching this video before, school starts next week so that you can be successful with that. Thank you.